Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here's his story. Hi, Ollie. I went full no contact from my family of origin for the first time this Thanksgiving, and I'm looking forward to successfully continuing through all of December. A few days ago, a large parcel arrived in the mail from the wife of one of my brothers. It is the second marriage for both my brother and his relatively new wife. Inside the box was an elegant, custom-made cloth bag that featured photos of places they had traveled to. The bag contained all kinds of expensive little food items such as pâtés, chocolates, and imported jams. There was a lot of other stuff such as smoked salmon in a gold-colored wrapping foil. Also, all of the items were wrapped with custom-made wrapping paper featuring her name and my brother's name in fancy script. This is way over the top, partly because I've never even met this woman since she and my brother got married about 7 or 8 years ago. I haven't really been trying to single them out for no contact. I guess I've just been following my gut feelings, which have kept me away from them, and my wife doesn't want to see them because she is afraid that I'll be influenced by my brother getting divorced from his first wife over 30 years. My wife is from a cultural and family background that strongly disapproves of divorce. It's a little worrisome that she thinks you're that manipulated that you would just run off like that. So this gift out of nowhere was a surprise. After a while, I realized this is hoovering and scapegoating tactic. I am a bad guy if I don't make some kind of groveling response, and a hoovering victim if I do respond. Exactly. You don't have to be either. You don't have to be either. Okay? You don't have to be either. Okay? Because it's an obvious gaslighting. I mean, you don't really have a relationship with him. He sends you all this fancy stuff. Okay? It's a bragging attempt, and then it's, look at all the money I spend, and I send you this nice stuff, and you can't be happy for us. So you can't win for losing. Okay? No matter what, you always have to remember with these people, the only way you win is not to play the fucking game. They are going to shit talk you, and you're going to be the bad guy in the end, regardless. Whether you're dealing with them or not, you can't win. The only way you win is with your keeping your own sanity and happiness by not having to deal with their bullshit. You're going to end up being the bad guy no matter what. You can't win. So if you made the decision that you want nothing to do with these people, have nothing to do with these people. They are going to badmouth you and shit talk you either way. Okay? You don't have to stand there and serve yourself up for it. You can keep the toxicity out of your life and work on your own happiness without that shit. And the longer you do that and the longer you keep them out of your life, the less and less important they become over time. Believe me. Believe me. This is really dangerous to my sanity because I've realized that staying no contact is the way to avoid the tendency to sabotage myself or lash out at others. In other words, the grief and rage deep inside of me about being a family scapegoat for so many years can't be consciously managed unless I stay no contact. Exactly. That's exactly my point. The only way you win is not to play the fucking game because you're going to be the bad guy. You're going to be hoovered. They're going to play on your emotions, and that's what they want. You win by not playing. This is really dangerous to my sanity because I've realized that staying no contact is the way to avoid the tendency to sabotage myself, to lash out at others. In other words, grief and rage deep inside about me. I'm sorry, I reread that one. I want to hear your feedback on this topic, I guess, and you probably would have some idea of how common it may be for people to self-sabotage or lash out when they are worried about being in contact with the narcs in their lives. I used to think I think that I used to sabotage myself socially because I was trying to be too nice. This means people pleasing with the wrong people. It means being too nice in general and too nice with the emotional abusers of my family of origin, including friends and relatives and members of my own family. I wish that this problem was completely in the past, but I realized it isn't. I just know that only going full no contact makes me feel safe. That's what I've been trying to tell you. And it isn't just going no contact. It's thinking about it all the time. I have to really keep this no contact goal in the forefront of my life purpose and keep focusing on it in order to feel safe. The resulting feeling of safety keeps me from doing hostile and lashing out at others, and it keeps me from out of control sabotaging myself in unexpected ways. I guess this email is kind of vague, but I wanted to keep it brief and hope you'll know what I'm talking about. Anonymous. Look, the rage of being the family scapegoat for life, as long as you've been and I am, it's a homicidal inducing rage. It's an anger, it's just a fire that because you've been gaslighted and abused for so long, to this day, they're going to abuse you. The reason you have to be no contact is because these people will never stop. I understand the anger, I understand the frustration, I understand the tendency to lash out, and I get all of it. We all do. We all do. Okay? But I'm telling you this, and I'm promising you this. The longer you stay no contact, and even though you're going to get angry every day you're going to get angry, it passes like that. Because you don't have to fucking deal with them. Because when you're not dealing with them and they're not there, it just makes it, that's why I'm no contact. That's why I'm no contact. When the anger comes and the need to lash out comes, remind yourself at that point, that's why I'm no contact. Because they're not worth this. And it's not fair that they've been able to induce this in me. But hey, you know what? You got to face reality. And the reality is I'm winning right now because I'm not dealing with their bullshit and it's driving them fucking nuts. The anger and the frustration and that rage over what they've done and what they continue to do is exactly why you are no contact. It's why no contact works, and it's why it's the only thing that can work. Because they will never stop. Any of them. So, I hope that helps. And thank you for your contribution. Thank you for another update, another story. I really appreciate it. I really hope that helps. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and expanding, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.